morning, good morning. Okay, it is a new day, and we are starting our challenge off right with our head in the right space this morning. And actually, if I was being totally real with you, it is about 11 o'clock at night, and it is storming outside. But I know that tomorrow morning you are going to wake up with new fervor, as I will, as we anticipate a new week of stuff. And I'm kind of excited about this week because last week, man, did we have to dive into some things. And I don't know about you, but I'm not always into diving into some things. So this week we get to get a little bit more practical with just some disciplines that will help us clear our head, help us clear our mind. Again, remember, the goal here is to be better people in the second half of 2018 than we were in the first. It's not a big thing that we're chasing after here, and I know that it's real, and I know that, whoa, what's happening here is really kind of getting out there. But man, I'm hearing from you too that this is really kind of digging up some stuff, and that it was the right time, that mid-year. And I want to just tell you about this little ring in my glasses right here. It is this beautiful selfie light that actually gives you guys the ability to see my entire face, but I swear that it's like chasing a filter on Snapchat. So please don't be distracted. It is just, we're working with what we got to do the best that we can in the situation that we have been given, right? Which is exactly what we're doing right here. So today's challenge, day 9, is simple. Drink more water. Sounds simple. Sounds like it's not a big deal, right? Sounds like something that we should know. As a matter of fact, I'm sure that many of us have heard drink 8 ounces a day, 8 times a day, 64 ounces total. And yes, guys, that's supposedly the magic formula. But let's talk about why. Because, like we talked about before, water just seems silly. And so I needed to know, you will never believe the visual aid I have for you today. But I needed to know, why am I drinking all this water? And I spent years in the cosmetic industry, so I'm going to be really honest with you. My fascination with water started because I heard that it would give you pretty skin. And apparently, it might be working, because constantly people don't believe how old I am. And so I'm just going to put it out there, because I have come before you guys with no makeup for like an entire week now. We've spent early mornings and late nights together. And I will proudly be 44 in January. Some of the glow that you've been seeing early in the morning, over moisturize, just moisture, and I'm from Florida, we get it a lot. But I absolutely believe that a lot of the reason why I have such a youthful glow about me is because I just drink a booty ton of water. And so, as a matter of fact, I will show you. I'll show, even before we get going. Here's a good idea, but here's how much water I drink. So, where do I even start? Okay, so I start my day with about 12 ounces of coffee. Now, it starts with bulletproof coffee, but my French press makes 4 cups, and so I drink all of those. And whatever is left, I actually save for cold coffee, which might happen in the afternoon. And then I go to the gym in the morning, and this is a 26-ounce shaker cup, and I have my BCAAs. Now, that is just 2 scoops of amino acids with 26 ounces of water. And then I fill this up a second time, actually, and I kind of drink that through my morning before lunch. Then around lunchtime, I probably switch to this precious cup. And this is actually passion fruit unsweet tea. It's the Starbucks Tazo blend, but you can also buy one at Starbucks if you want. This actually has some lime in it, because when you put lime in it, I used to work for an acupuncture physician, and she told me that that actually neutralizes the sugars that we are taking in our body. Plus, it just makes this passion fruit tea taste so good. Look at how much water I'm going to drink before the end of this video. But no, that's not it. So that'll carry me through about the afternoon. And then I work a lot in the evening, as you can tell. So after dinner, by the time everyone's situated, so probably about 8 o'clock, then I pick up what I call my Tom Tater. I don't know why. One of the kids kind of misspelled it one day, and it's kind of stuck. It's like your Yeti type glass. Probably another 32 ounces, and I fill this with either ice water or sparkling water, and it stays with me actually until the morning. So lots of liquid, lots of fluid going into my body, and I need to know why in the world, because really I don't drink this much. I'll drink this much. Okay, so why do we need to do that? Well, number one, to balance out our fluids. Listen, our output can't be more than our input. And our input needs to keep up with our output. I mean, it's our bank accounts, right? It's the same way with the fluids in our body. We need to replace the ones that we lose during the day. So everything from going potty to sweating to breathing to crying, whatever is causing your body to lose moisture, you need to put that back in. Okay, number two, it controls calories. And I don't know how it does that. It's not a magic weight loss pill in any way, shape, or form. I think that it makes us feel fuller. It totally does. By the time I drink all these fluids and we actually get to dinner, my stomach can be so full sometimes that I eat off a baby plate. And that doesn't hurt when you're trying to do some of this other stuff. It energizes our muscles. Listen, here's the deal. If you don't give your body enough fluid, your muscles will shrivel. So if we want muscles that are going to work, that are going to sustain us, that are going to feel good throughout our day, we need to drink some fluid. We already talked about vanity. We're going to talk about vanity a little bit more. But it makes you pretty. I mean, think about it. Our fine lines and wrinkles actually get filled in when we hydrate. So let's do that. It helps your kidneys, and some of us really need that. We are making our kidneys work overtime, and this actually helps your body get rid of toxins. Everything from I don't feel good to I put stuff in my body that shouldn't have been there and I need it to get out. Water can help speed up that process. And I don't even want to talk about this one, but I need to. It helps you go to the bathroom. And I don't want to feel that feeling, and I certainly don't want the things that come out of that to not come out of that. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I'm just telling you that if you have issues in that area, just drink some water. It helps burn fat, and the colder the better. The colder your water, it'll speed up your metabolism. Talked about throwing a little lemon or lime in there if that's what's fun for you. It reduces inflammation. A lot of us are dealing with inflammation. I have reduced, I've taken carbs out of my body, not just because of the other things that they do, but the fact that I can tell my feet, my hands, my ankles, my face even is a little bit more swollen. And so now that I know what inflammation looks like, I don't want it there. So I drink water to kind of keep that down. It boosts your mood. Maybe I am such a good mood at 11 o'clock at night as opposed to 7 o'clock in the morning because I have had a butt ton of water. Let's go with that. It increases your brain performance by 30%. 30%. Hang on. And T counts, by the way. I need more of that if I'm going to keep going. 30%. And I'm all about the brain performance, especially at 11 o'clock at night or first thing in the morning, whenever you need that. And if you need an afternoon boost, again, drink a glass of cold water. See what happens. Lubes the joints, people. I'm not the only 44-year-old and plus. And even, I remember what my body started doing when I turned 30, so let's all be real, you youngins. But it lubes the joints. I mean, if we're feeling achy and we're feeling icky, drink some water. We don't want things to dry out. We are too young to dry out. And it helps regulate our body temperature. Speaking of staying young, some of you, and I know that there are some folks that are even younger than me that are going through hot flashes I have never experienced before in my life. You know who you are. Bless your heart. I'm going to send you a case of really cold water. And if you're a public speaker, or if you're a teacher, or you want to do any of this kind of thing, or if you're a singer, I actually know someone right now is kind of dealing with this. You have to keep yourself, keep your saliva. You got to keep it going, because what happens when we get really nervous or freaked out, and a lot of you guys know this, your mouth starts to get really dry, you can't speak. It doesn't put you in a power position. So the more you drink, the more you can talk, which is really important for some of us. How in the world do we do this? How do we drink water, and why are we spending so much time talking about it? Because we just don't do it enough. It's like exercise. We're not doing it. If we want to see changes, if we want to become better, if we want to experience the freedom of all of these things that we just talked about, then there are just some things we have to do that we don't really want to do. So we need to get those disciplines in our life. So have a drink every time you eat. Before you eat something, drink one of those 8 ounces. If you got 8 ounces to drink, that is generally, if a regular glass is about 16 ounces, all you have to do is drink 4 of those. Think about that. 4 glasses of water a day, and you've kind of done it. Now, I will tell you that for every soda you have, or for every bit of alcohol you have, you're actually removing those ounces, because those deplete the fluids in your body. So you have to think about kind of how that's balancing out, which is why I've completely switched from Diet Coke to LaCroix. Because it's sparkling water, still gives me the fizzy that I want, counts for my water intake, and frankly, I've learned to enjoy them. And so have my kids, and we're not drinking the calories or preservatives or all that nasty crap in soda. So, okay. Kids, find something that you love. You know what, most importantly, find a cup. You can have one of mine. Y'all can write in or leave a comment about what your favorite cup is. But these are literally my 4 favorite cups that I go through every day. And each cup, I know what it is. I know what's in it. I know what I have to look forward to. The smooth cocoa latte motto. It's not. I don't drink lattes much. But I enjoy coffee from around the world. And so I know that that's what's going to be in here. So find something that you love. Find a cup that you love. I know that I've had conversations with friends of mine about actually finding the exact right one with the right handle, with the right straw, with the right feeling. And I don't like to drink out of plastic. I just don't. But that's me. That's not, girl, grab a Solo cup and fill it with some ice water and put it to your mouth. I will not judge you. This is just for me. But do that, whatever it takes. Eat more fruits and vegetables. They're full of water. It's something we kind of need to do anyway. 'Tis the season. It's strawberry season. I cannot believe we're spending this much time on water. But I also can't believe how many grown folks I know that put up a fight about it. So, and keep it with you at all times. Keep it accessible. Just keep it accessible. So, 8 cups, 8 times a day. Do it the way that you love to do it, girl. Today, just drink some more water. Have a great one. I'll see you tomorrow.